So in the moment, you're actually rising, but quite slowly. Look at that chart. Hi guys, my name is Anna. Here's actually my new channel. That's some reason for that. And I hope you still remember me or know me, or you just trying to know more about me and my binary options trading. We are here today on the Quotex platform testing strategies and binary options. Today it's going to be strategy based on 3 indicators with 10 seconds candles. Let's check it out. And here we go with the 1 minute interval just for a start, such a usual and standard setup. And 10 seconds candles, not pretty typical, but it's just fine. And you just need to know and better understand how actually all your trades are changing when you are actually choosing different candles time frames. And 7 and 7, I would say that all setups now in all these strategies are not changing a lot, because I just choose the same parameters out of all these 10 or 30 seconds. Just don't make it as a difference. But anyway, when you check the chart, when you make your predictions, that's actually not the thing you need to forget about. So 10 seconds and 30 seconds candles are quite different story. And look at that. Look at our chart today. ATR, awesome oscillator, and the fractal. I love awesome oscillator, not so popular, but anyway, 3 types of indicator and just all 3 sources of different info to be combined in one quite working strategy. Let's check it out. And this is it. Look at the first bet that we're gonna make. Look at that. I mean, the fractal is additional one. We just detected the end of the downward trade, but trend. But actually, that doesn't mean much in case of that situation. But ATR showing us we getting upward, but now a little bit more flat than I wanted. What about the awesome oscillator? I would say here is the key indicator. First of all, we got the green candles and we get the switch. So this green candle started to be above zero when that it was actually before below. And that means that we are just catching and observing just an upcoming tendency. And maybe that wasn't actually the perfect start, but you know, that thing that actually I'm interested in, this is the finish of it, the finish of that strategy, and now it seems like perfectly perfect. And again, look how fractal actually added a few dots, and so in the moment, you know, the fractal is too massive, too big for the tendencies, not for the candles. So in the moment of time, sometimes it's not that important just to check the latest fractal at all. So here, it's just the vice versa, I would say, with the indicators, but my bet are gonna be an upward. Let's just discuss why. And I just was preparing myself to explain. So first of all, fractal showing us we getting downward. This is it, that's true. ATR showing us we are, I would say, maybe like a little bit, not in the middle, but a little bit more down than the middle. But anyway, we are getting flat. So please look at all the things that have been actually happening to the chart and how it's actually not stated with the ATR. So that means that there is nothing about, you know, perfectly perfect combo of that indicator. I'm just checking all of that it's happening, and I'm getting a little bit distracted. And what's the point? I mean, let's cut it shortly. What's the point? We're at the bottom, guys. Yeah, there's lots of indicators, lots of stuff, but we are just at the bottom. And the fractal showing us that actually, and ATR showing us that actually also. But what about the awesome oscillator? Here, we couldn't find the tendency, you know, just clearly imperfectly stated. In that indicator, I told you that's the key indicator for us right here. But in some cases, you just need to be, you know, you need to trust yourself. But look at that chart. This is not the perfect chart. I mean, I wouldn't recommend to enter at any point of that chart, I mean, when we were already at the plateau, but it was just, drastic fall. It's better and it's going to be more perfect if you're going to enter a little bit earlier, just with the downward bat. But here I just made my, assumption that we are at the bottom and we're going to rise. So that wasn't perfect. I wanted just to find a difficult situation and show you how smart I am about it. I get it all ruined. So I'm not gonna talk too much. I promise that all of the times I'm just gonna stop. So here we are. Fractal showed us upward trend just ended. And now Fractal showing us the downward trend just ended. ATR showing us we're getting downward, and Awesome Oscillator showing us we're getting downward. So the combination and signs are quite clear. Yep, the candles now are a little bit killing all our intentions, but we gotta just check it in the end. So when it's actually clear and chart and all indicators, it's clear that you're gonna have some profit in the end. So forget about that second bet, forget about me trying to explain and trying to be beautiful in that awful situation. Just forget about that. Do not enter when it's actually mixed signals from the chart and from the indicators. And right here, first of all, let's get it from the bottom. So Awesome Oscillator showing us candles turn green, and we are just trying to get above zero. Perfectly perfect. Look about the ATR. I would say that it's actually reacting a little bit more than I wanted on all that candles and stuff, but look at that. Look at that actually. Candle were so orange and so downward, but ATR still showing us we're getting upward. So in a moment, sometimes it is reacting on what's going on, but with a little bit delay, I would say. So you can be actually a little bit, a little bit confused out of that indicator. Look at that. We are getting upward, but ATR showing us we're getting downward. That's actually the trickiest stuff from it. So all signs were clear, but you may see that out of the Awesome Oscillator candles, we are actually rising, but quite slowly. Let's get it, let's make it. And maybe the ATR actually somehow in advance can tell you a little bit more about that strategy. Forget about the fractal. Awesome Oscillator first, then the ATR. Let's one more bet and let's try to make it more clear. Just following the instruction. We get in with the Awesome Oscillator. Orange candles trying to get below zero. First sign. Look at the ATR. I must say that now it is like a sign we gotta get downward. So here's just like a heel, and I got the feeling and I got an impression out of it that we gotta get a little bit more downward. Look at the chart. Here's again and again the situation like it was the rising, and then slowly, step by step, the chart trying to get downward. Look at the fractal, and actually that's kind of a nice situation with the fractal, because the first green dot and the second green dot, you may see that it's just like a letter. We just getting downward and downward, but the chart still a little bit tricky. So the chart not like perfectly perfect, but quite safe for us. I have so many bets. I just want to finish that. Sometimes when you're too nervous, you're just counting for the time to end just like quickly. Done it. I don't know. I think I got you guys more confused than you were before I started to trade. Guys, we're done when we are done, and I'm so proudly finishing that just because it was a little bit mixed, more confused than I wanted to be, and sometimes that's hard actually. In maybe one video for that strategy, but this 5 bets is just not enough to explain that properly. But please, you can actually put it on mute and just check what I've been doing when I've been trading, like a pause it and see all signals. Maybe you can read it better and explain it better. I'm welcoming all of that because sometimes I'm just getting too excited, too nervous, and it's hard. Trade and explain, that's kind of how it will work. So we're just done. See you later, guys.